ever since moving to Florida, alligators have always been something that bothers me. It's actually a main reason I had not to really want to move to Florida. And yet, peaceful spots like this bench looking through the cattails reminds me of mountain lakes at home, California. There's a beauty in it, looking out to the forest beyond. This morning I took the Jeep out, still working the electrical kinks out of it, of course, but took the Jeep out for a ride down to church, to Greenway Church down in Kissimmee. I really liked that church. I like the pastor there. It's a good place to be. Now I'm just going for a walk around the pond, looking in the cattails, looking for gators. As much as alligators bother me, it's actually become kind of a fun game trying to spot them and just kind of figure out where they're hiding, see if I can see telltale signs of them lurking around. And, you know, a lot of the time they're not as good at hiding as they think they are. So, it's a fun game trying to spot them. And they get very uncomfortable when they know that you see them. It's kind of funny. They're poking their eyes out and you go, "Hey, I see you." They duck really quick. It's pretty funny. I like messing with the little ones at least. Big ones stay far away from, but little gators are fun. They're funny. Funny little creatures. Yeah, I used to have a really intense fear of alligators and crocodiles. When I was a kid, my mom would actually put on a video about baby animals, and alligators were highlighted, and it didn't make you seem afraid of them or anything. It just had, some facts about alligators. And I realized when that changed was I had a nightmare about alligators, and I don't know why, but I had a nightmare that we were in the Florida Everglades, and I'd never been to Florida, never been to the Everglades, but I had a nightmare that, alligators got my mom. And I think from that point on, it just put a fear in the back of my mind. And just in this pile of brush over here, I think I found what might be the perfect walking stick. It's the perfect height. Look at that. Wow. That's actually, I love a good walking stick, so might have to dry it out. It's a little bit green, but man, that's a perfect stick. I'm excited. I got to find a perfect stick, yeah. And normally I would love to go for a walk in the woods, but the woods here, swampy woodlands, are so dense. You just couldn't walk through there. It's very dense here. And if you do go to a place where there's a clearing, well, you'll see that these trees here are cypress trees, and they're growing up out of a very swampy area. We can actually see through back into here. Yeah, you can actually, if I zoom in, see the water? They're all growing up out of just a little bit of water back there. So there's really no walk in the woods happening here. That's some swampland right there. I found more sticks. Look at all these sticks. My wife loves sticks as well. these are like good sticks. They're probably cypress shoots. Let's stick to 3. I don't need to go stick crazy. I already have some sticks at home, but these are premium sticks right here. Here is a better view of this cypress swamp back here. And this is just a patch of land between developments, but this is what a lot of these areas in Florida look like. They had to pack and drain and do all kinds of things in order to build. So when they do build, they have, ooh, a turtle. Some just swam away over there. I just saw a big splash. I think it was a turtle. But when they do build stuff, they do displace all that swamp. They have to dig a pit, make an artificial pond, so that all that water has a place to go. And if it's done right, and if it's manicured well, and if it's really taken care of, you can actually have some quite beautiful scenery around and just kind of shift the habitat. But it's not quite natural to the area. This is these dense cypress forests with a lot of water. Probably looks like ankle deep water there. Just some surface water, but it's very dense and mysterious and dangerous looking. So I'm actually going to stay away from that and head back to the Jeep to take my sticks and go. Well, let's see if these will fit. There shouldn't have any problem fitting in here. At least these shorter ones won't have any problem fitting in here. The longer one, I may have to run a little bit farther up. And there it is. Sticks. Sticks for my wife. Caveman, make marriage happy. To those of you who stuck around this long, I want to say thank you. You know, I've been doing YouTube in one fashion or another for more than 15 years. Sometimes I've taken it more seriously than others. Sometimes I've really gone for it and I've had a goal and a vision. It's been a slow growth period. But finally, after all this time, this channel has hit more than 100 subscribers. Pretty close to 150 at this point. And I just want to say thank you to those of you who've been here. For the people who've stayed subscribed for a very long time, you guys are very special, even though I barely post. And to those of you who are new, I want to thank you too. The YouTube algorithm, it's a funny thing. You can work your butt off for years and have very little movement, and then you just make one video that the algorithm is spitting out to people. Maybe it's just the right place and the right time, maybe it's just the right content. And I did. I made a video that was the right place at the right time. It got a lot of views, more views than anything else. It wasn't even a very good video. And I didn't expect anybody to watch it. But I have a choice to make. Do I keep making videos about what the algorithm wants me to make? What it's going to reward me for? Do I do the ghoulish thing? Do I stalk cemeteries and talk about people who are gone? I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think it's respectful. I didn't make that first video for that reason, and I don't think I should continue to do it. Maybe a year from now I'll revisit some of those things, but I'm not going to make this an Adam the Woo tribute video or channel. Well, I do think he deserves respect, and he did inspire me to start up again. I don't think it would be respectful to just chase views by using a man like that. So I'm going to make videos that I want to make. I'm going to drive my Jeep. I'm going to work on things. I'm going to take walks in the woods.
I'm going to live my normal life, and I'm going to go on some of the kinds of mundane adventures that I like to go on. I'm going to point a camera, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to make videos even if only 20 people watch it. So for those of you who've helped me join the 100 Club, thank you. Thank you very much. For each and every one of you, you've inspired me to keep going. Even when I don't have crazy inspiration or really know what I'm doing, I'm going to keep plowing forward and putting something out there. And if you enjoy any of this, please give it a like. Give any feedback, throw that out to me. I'm willing to take criticism as well. In fact, I think the trolls are pretty funny most of the time. Thank you for coming along this far. Please continue to join me on this Cali-Florida adventure that I've been on the last few years. Thanks for coming, everybody.